Welcome into A Toast to Film. I'm your host, Evo, and guys, it is early. I'm recording this before work. I don't know what my hair is doing, but we're here and we're going to do this because on Monday night, we got to see an early showing of Jurassic World Rebirth. Y'all know Jurassic Park. It's my number one film of all time, greatest film ever made. So I am very excited to be talking about the new one. We saw it as part of AMC's Screen Unseen, packed theater. We had me, Trey, Spencer, my mom, Weeze, my buddy Tyson, Trey's folks, and everyone else. I mean, theater was jam-packed. People, we all knew it was going to be Jurassic World. People were excited. People were having a good time. And, normally I would get something we've done in the past, like the Happy Little Dinosaurs, IPA we've used before. But Jurassic World Rebirth has a very prominent, and obvious branding where they have Dr. Pepper as a sponsor, giving them some nice little money. And so we are toasting with a Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. Like I said, I do have to go to work after this. So we got that. It's nice. Is it as good as a regular Dr. Pepper? No. But, we're all trying to get our hot girl bod. So Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar, not too shabby. But talk about not too shabby. We got Jurassic World Rebirth. This is from Gareth Edwards, who I'm a huge fan of. He doesn't miss, in my opinion. So he was the writer-director of Creator and Monsters. The Creator, that one, really interesting sci-fi movie involving these robots. Monsters, great. Monster movie. You gotta get through a lot of boring parts because the monsters are the background, but we'll come back to that. And he directed the 2014 Godzilla, great film, and he directed Rogue One, which, I mean, most people consider that one of the best Star Wars films. So there we go. So the writer on this, what I'm very excited about, it was written by David Koepp, who was the writer of Black Bag. He was the writer of the first Spider-Man. He was the writer of Jurassic Park and Lost World. So we got some good people on hand here. And actor-wise, we got Rupert Friend as Martin. And Martin is our engine, our corporate scumbag of the movie. And he's like, hey, check it. These dinosaurs, boom, get some DNA. We're going to make a revolutionary heart, trend. Basically make it so people aren't having heart disease. So he's like, we're going to save millions of lives and make trillions of dollars. So he hires, a ragtag group. We got Scarlett Johansson as Zora, Mahershala Ali as Duncan, and Jonathan Bailey, Olfiero as Dr. Loomis, because you got to have one doctor who knows anything and everything about dinosaurs, and then the other two are mercenaries who know how to keep you alive. And they are on their boat. They're like, okay, check it. Mosasaurus, Titanosaurus. I'm not even gonna try. Y'all know words are hard for me. The Quasilosaurus, the giant pterodactyl, big as a freaking fighter jet. They got this plan. They need the biggest of the big because obviously these big creatures have big hearts, so they can get the most out of them. And while they're going, a family that's just out for a nice little boat ride, boat gets overturned by a mosasaur. They got to tag along, and that is Manuel Garcia Rufo as Ruben. He's in The Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix, which I've never seen, but I see the clips on TikTok. He looks pretty good in that. His family is rounded out with Luna Blaze, David Aokano, and Audrina Miranda. So the thing with this movie is I do have some complaints. I'm going to get those out of the way because I have a lot more good than bad. So some complaints, it moves pretty quick, which is crazy because the movie's over 2 hours, but it moves very fast. Like, boom, boom, boom. Got to get DNA mosasaur. Got to get this. So I didn't really care for that. And the D-Rex, who's supposed to be the big bad, he's got this big old head. He's got little arms. He's got big arms. They do some really cool stuff with him involving shadows and him like appearing. But I mean, when you compare it to, the T-Rex, when you compare it to the Spinosaurus, when you compare it to the Indominus Rex, when you compare it to the Indominus Raptor, you just don't feel the like pomp and circumstance that this kind of big bad creature deserves. He kind of appears, does something, and then he's gone. Like nothing crazy, no big battle. So I don't know about all of that, but I will say another thing is they really quickly early on are like, guess what? Raptors ain't nothing. This movie's all about all these weird hybrids. So we got freaking raptors with wings, basically. Like they got these fat little like pit bull heads, and then they got big old wings, and they got the raptor feet, the little, and they kill off a raptor like immediately. Be like, guess what? Y'all don't gotta worry about raptors. This, that new stuff. So that was pretty interesting. Now, one thing, and a lot of people are going to be split on this. It is very apparent Gareth Edwards loves Jurassic Park because the homage in this movie, I mean, we have a scene reminiscent of the kitchen scene from the first Jurassic Park. Like I said, we got the raptors in this, but there's the new raptors. The score is so good in this. And I really like that. One thing I like, another thing that's going to be divisive, because this is so obvious that it's only in there for toys, but Dolores, she's this little bitty Aqualops who's just so freaking precious, and I need a Funko Pop or something of her, so it's doing the trick. But I get a lot of people aren't going to like it because it's cutesy. It's very obvious that Dolores is just there to sell toys, but I love it. Okay. Not gonna lie. Love it. And but also the cinematography on this, I don't know where they're filming on location. I didn't get a chance to look it up, but wherever it was, gorgeous. Like everything in this movie is shot so beautiful, which Gareth Edwards very good with cinematography. And one thing I love, so there's a scene with the Titanosaurs, which are like these giant brachiosauruses that have these really long tails, and they got like these spines coming out of their back. He does a scene that I believe to be an exact callback to his scene from Monsters. So at the ending of Monsters, it's, which, like I said, one of his early films, where these two people, there's been like kind of this monster apocalypse, and these people are just trying to make it somewhere safe. And you have these two giant, brachiosaurus looking monsters. And throughout all this like chaos and horror and everything, these two monsters like have this like loving ceremony where they're intertwining necks, and they're glowing, and they have these long like whips coming out. And there's a scene where the Titanosaurus, they're loving on each other. They have their necks, their spines are glowing, they have their tails whipping. So I definitely think he did that as an homage to his past film Monsters. And that scene also is very reminiscent of Jurassic Park, because we all know, the Brontosaurus, very big in Jurassic Park. Like I said, I did have some complaints, but overall, I really enjoyed this movie. I love it. I can't wait for all y'all to see it. It comes out July 2nd, so next week. And I think it's really good. I give it a 4.4 out of 5 cheers. Now, remember, I'm a huge Jurassic Park fan, so take that with a grain of salt. But I think this movie is shot well enough. I think it's fun enough. I think there's enough, cool things that you're going to really enjoy. I would put it along the basis, I definitely think it's better than Dominion and Fallen Kingdom, even though I do like both those films. And I do think it's better than Jurassic Park 3, even though I do have some goofy nostalgia love for that. It is not better than Jurassic Park, obviously. It is not better than Jurassic World. I will fight for Jurassic World to the day I die because as a kid, all I wanted was them to open the park. And so Jurassic World will always hold a place in my heart because the park is open. Incredible. But I would put this like it's fighting with Lost World for that third spot. I think there's enough good in this where it has a lot of replay value, but I do have the big nostalgia for Lost World. Just such a good time. So there you go, Jurassic World Rebirth. Check it out, coming next week. But before we get out of here, give me 2 minutes of your time because this won't take much. We have Bride Hard. So this is from director Simon West, who, after looking over his filmography, only movie I like of his is Con Air, which I'll defend Con Air till the day I die. Con Air, top tier movie, dang near 5-star, if not 5-star. Put the money down. Great movie. The writers, another red flag after Simon West, we have Shane Seiberg and Cece Pleasant. And Cece Pleasant was a writer on the James Corden talk show, so that shows you what a low bar we're dealing with. But we got childhood friends, Rebel Wilson as Sam, Anna Camp as Betsy. Anna Camp's getting married. We can stop there. Rebel Wilson is a secret agent. Like, what are we doing, man? She's like the top secret agent. She can outfight anybody. This movie, the dialogue is terrible. The script is terrible. I don't know. Like, y'all know I'm not a comedies person. This is a prime example of why I'm not a comedies person. This movie was so just awful. Everything awful. And what is crazy is this movie has a incredibly stacked cast to be a know-nothing comedy. We got Anna Chumsley. We got Divine Joy Randolph, who is a 2024 Oscar winner, mind you. We got Sherry Cola, who I love. We got Gigi Zimbardo, who is pregnant for absolutely reason. Has nothing to do with the plot, except they're like, oh, we need a pregnant friend. We got Justin Hartley. We got Stephen Dorff, from Blade. But most importantly, we have Mr. Being Human himself, Sam Huntington. That's the only thing I'm happy about with this movie is I miss seeing Sam Huntington movies. He's just got a natural charm to him. But this movie, it's stupid. It's not funny. It's not clever. The writing is really abysmal. The characters are really abysmal. Overall, Bride Hard, I give it half a cheer. I'm just, giving it half a cheer to be a nice guy. And it's got my boy Sam Huntington. So there you go. Bride Hard. Skip it. Absolutely skip it. But we've reached the end of this snackable episode. I hope y'all enjoy. We got to keep it short and sweet, just like me. And if you want to let us know what you think, maybe you're excited for Jurassic World Rebirth. Maybe you're not excited. Maybe you saw it too, and you have a different opinion. There's so many ways you can do it. Let me tell you the best ways. Check us out on Instagram and TikTok, A Toast to Film, all one word. Check us out on Twitter, @film_toast. Or check us out on YouTube. Make sure to like. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to comment. I love comments. We don't get enough comments. Give me your comments. But whatever you do, we just hope you have a good night and good viewing.